Hello. Can you guys hear me? Right, just a small disclaimer. I have once again changed my audio settings. I'm so sorry. If you guys hear A, very muffled laughs, or B, too loud, or C, anything, just please let me know. Because I've changed it once again. And I have done a couple of test recordings before I started a stream. But it's just never it's never the same. Do you know what I mean? And I swear to God, if I listen to this VOD tomorrow and all of those issues and no one told me, I'm gonna crash out. So yes, I would very much appreciate if you guys could let me know. But yes, welcome to today's stream. Hello. Also, I'll put the noise cancellation up to see if I can try and avoid breathing so heavily into the mic again. But we'll see how it goes. A little breathing is probably fine. But if it's like asthma breathing, which is me because I have asthma, that's not good. That's not good at all. So hello Shibi, hello Cupid, hello Jersey, welcome in. Oh, and of course, Flundery, thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're doing well. I want to know how the process was to make your mouth shape keys. Did you have a ref sheet or something? So yes and no. I think most blend shapes, like blinking, brow, stuff like that, I don't really use a ref, I just make them. But I did use a reference a couple times because I was troubleshooting some mouth blend shapes not working together with ARKit. So I use a couple of different sources. There was one that I found for the first time, I think, when I was working on mine. And I can link it, hang on. I think it was just ARKit. Oh wait, ARKit. So there's an anime specific one which has VRoid examples, which is really nice. But then I think the one that helped me as well, which wasn't wait, is this ARKit shape key guide, was a more realistic one. And I still thought it was really good. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? I always struggle. I remember I always struggle finding the specific one that I was thinking of. So there's this one, which is a get your model ready for perfect sync, 52 blend shapes. This is the anime specific one. Yes, I will send links. Here we go. That's one of them. That's the main one I use because it's anime specific topology in mine. I think it's a VRoid model, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's this one, which uses real people, which again isn't super specific to us, but if there's anything you're confused about with the anime one, you can still use it. I think it's still very handy, to be honest. And I plan on making a more realistic model at some point, so I know that will be insane knowledge. Do you know what I mean? Knowledge. Where's the one that there was one that I found and I was like, holy shit, this is actually really good. I swear it was this one, but it's all the stuff is just gone. Oh, I think they've changed their website. Oh, okay. So, okay, that's kind of cool. So there's this one as well. So this one is, I think, an actual 3D model, but it's more realistic. But they've changed how they've set it up. So it used to be just a list. Oh wait, hang on. You need to log in now? Okay. Apparently you need to log in. It's a bit shite, but whatever. The references is still really good. But again, it's more of a realistic style. So yeah, those were the main references that I used. And I would also recommend I spoke about this last stream, but there is a video from Luke, that's Luwke, about ARKit blend shapes. And I spoke about this last stream because it has to do with the vertex group and how to split the vertex group to make it easier to make the blend shapes. But he also does show the blend shapes himself in the video. So if you need more a visual step-by-step guide in a video format, I think this one would be really good. So let me get that video for you. It's this one. What do you mean split the vertex group? So basically the process that I discovered by watching Luke's video was that what he has been doing, and this is so crazy that I didn't ever consider this at any point in my life. I've been doing it the really, really annoying way, which is you make, so say for example, jaw open, right? Jaw open, no, not jaw open. Hang on. Let me try and think of some of the names. There's mouth, smile right, and mouth, smile left, right? So they have to be on both sides. And what I would do is I would just grab half of the face, do I think it's like blend to shape or something like that, and then I would do that for both sides, so that it would be like I would make sure that the one on the right is on the right and the one on the left is on the left, and make sure that the one that was on the right didn't have stuff on the left, and yada yada. It honestly, it was a headache. It was a headache. But with the method that Luke is showing in the video is that you make a vertex group of the left side of the face and the right side of the face, because you can make vertex groups in Blender without there being any like weight paint attached to it. That's basically, as far as I've understood, vertex groups are created when you weight paint data to a bone, but you don't need to have a bone to make a vertex group. You can just make a vertex group for whatever reason. You can do it, you can use it for normal data transfers, which I use a lot, or you can now also use it, I say now use it. I've also discovered you can now also use it with blend shapes, because there's a little section in the blend shape section box which is called vertex group, and you can select the vertex group there, which means that you can then do new shape from mix with the vertex group selected to make a new blend shape, which then only applies it to the vertex group that you've made. So that's basically how it works. I think Luke probably goes into better and more detail in the video as far as I remember, but basically my process is now make with symmetry the blend shape I want. So for mouth smile left and mouth smile wow, I can't speak, mouth smile left and mouth smile right, you make it on one of the blend shapes. Maybe you can call it like mouth smile base or something, and you make it so that it's symmetrical on both sides if that's what you want. And then you use the vertex group to gradually split it from one, so you can make it into one side and then the other to make it into the other side. And that way is so much better, because with vertex groups you can have a gradient, which is really nice with stuff like this. Because when I used to do the way that I did, which was just selecting faces, it would be very much a harsh transition, and then I'd have to tweak it afterwards, and then it wouldn't be symmetrical tweak, and yeah, it was just awful. So definitely would recommend the method that Luke is explaining in the video. Basically, I don't know how much he explains about it, but I saw it and was like, what the fuck, this is insane, crazy that I've just never considered it or heard about it before then. Hello Axie, wow, it's been a while since I caught the stream. Well, that's completely fine, welcome in. I know that we have a bit of a difference in time zones, which would explain why you haven't been able to catch a stream in a while, but that is completely fine. I appreciate that you're here. Is the video link in the server? I've just been putting them in chat, but I think if you join after the chat messages have been put, they might not show for you, so I'll get the links. I'll just put them in the server so everyone has access to them if they want. Where would they go? I guess I don't really want to make a I'll make a useful 3D and 2D resources post. Useful air kit references that I use. I'll just put them all in there. Let me just get the links. Oh my god. I hate copying things from Twitch chat. It's like surprisingly difficult for like no reason. I'm gonna tidy like the post up when I have a bit of time, but I'll just post like the links themselves here. And hopefully that should be helpful. Do you want me to tag you, Axie? I'll just tag you. If anyone else needs to be tagged, let me know, and I'll do that. was I gonna say? I'm on 61 out of 102 shape keys for the mouth. This takes ages, but it's fun-ish. I'm doing this according with Unified Expressions Guideline. Holy shit. Yeah, that's... I think you asked me about this last stream, if it was the same as AirKit, and I said, I think Unified Expressions has a few more. I was apparently wrong, because a few more, that's like nearly double more. Holy shit. I think AirKit is like 52. That's wild. But if you're having fun, that's good. Oh, you can just duplicate and mirror the shape key? Yes. As long as it doesn't fail, because Blender's mirror just likes to shit the bed half the time for me. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or whatever's going on, but sometimes it will just shit the bed and not work, and I'm like, cool, this is really nice. So I try not to use that unless I have to, because otherwise it will just kind of die. I make vertex groups as shortcuts to select things easier. I do that as well. Yes, that's another cool thing about vertex groups. You can basically make masks that you can use it with sculpting as well. So what I like to do when I make shape keys is I like to make a upper lip and lower lip, and that also includes the inside of the mouth as a vertex group each. And then what you can do in sculpt mode is you can go, I can show you this once we swap to the scene, but basically you want to go into, you want to select what you want to select, what you want the mask to be. You then want to go into sculpt mode and do face set from edit or something, and then that makes like a mask, which you can then toggle on and off for the sculpt brush to care about the mask or not, which is really handy when working on like up and down with like things that are like really close, like lips and mouth openings and stuff like that, if that makes sense. I assume you already know this, but like that's what I use it mostly for. And then having things saved, like if I start combining shit but I want to maybe separate them later, I save them as vertex groups if I remember. That is a big if I remember, which isn't always the case, but it's 2 a.m. Oh my god. Well, I hope you're going to sleep when you need to, you know? Hello Hitcham, are you watching the World Cup matches without emotion? Which team deserves the World Cup? Oh god. So I'm not a watcher of the World Cup, but my Twitter and my TikTok page has been full of it, especially that one VTuber who's been she's been doing really horribly at cheering on her teams, because every time her team, like she cheers on her team, they lose, which is hilarious. However, I am a little bit invested in the next match coming up, which is Norway versus England. I'm super biased and I want Norway to win, because that means that if Norway wins everything, it's like A, Norway wins, and B, Norway gets full-time custody of Hatsune Miku, which is a plus. And I also have been really liking the Norwegian Hatsune Miku versions that people have been posting on Twitter. So yeah, I'm only really invested because someone decided to involve anime and Hatsune Miku into it. Oh, and then there's that VTuber, so. But yeah, I think personally, Norway does, but that's because I'm Norwegian, so I'm mega biased, you know. Everyone, or most people who are from like a country that's participating in the World Cup will be rooting for their country, right? But don't let my neighbors know that I want England to lose, because I'm gonna be in big trouble. Also, I think it's an extension, but I also have an option to split shape keys using the edit mode selection, so I can get a left and right shape key the way that if I want to. Is that with a gradient, or is that like completely like it's like just split? Do you know what I mean? Tag Zenny, she's it. What? Why am I it? What have I done? Just found an add-on for hair, one for realistic, another for stylized. Well, now that you said that, it is your duty to post that in the useful 3D and 2D resources channel in my Discord server. I posted it for you, the ARK one, so you should post that so that everyone else can see it. I have no idea what you just said there, Hitcham. I'm so sorry. Hang on, can I translate that? Let me have a look. I cannot translate that. It does not translate. Damn. It uses the origin point of the object usually, or sometimes the 3D cursor, so I try to always put those on the center. I am a listener of the of the results of the matches. Wait, why are you apologizing? I'm confused. Yeah, I find it really funny that this, what's her name? The VTuber who's like, she's not under scrutiny, but she's almost like scared of cheering on a team now because she keeps getting it right, but also wrong, if that makes sense. It's really funny. I've already DM'd your neighbors. Well, okay. Well, I guess I'm graduating. Oh, well. Graduating IRL. Fallen Shadow? No, it's the, SC or something? Hang on. It's an indie VTuber. Holy shit. Last time I checked her follower count, it was at 12k. Now it's 40k. Holy fuck. Yeah, she's been doing really well for herself. SE_CH. Literally, she has like a track record now of basically cheering for the team that loses, which is really funny. And I'm begging her not to put a Norwegian jersey on. I really don't want her to see her wearing a Norwegian jersey, because that means I'm gonna cry. That means England wins, and that is sadness. That is just pure sadness. Unified Expressions is supposed to be a universal covering of all the different programs like ARKit, Fax, and I've never even heard about that last one, SR Anipol, which is why there are over 100 shapes included to make sure it supports everything, but I don't know how it works exactly. I think that makes sense. I think that it might be too many blend shapes. Like, if you're not going to use them all on the model, it might be too much time invested to make these and be like a necessary amount of blend shapes on your model for if you're putting into like VR chat or, like anywhere. It might make the model heavier than what it has to be, but if you're planning on using them, or if you're planning to keeping it as a base, then that sounds like a good idea, I would say. Like, I think I've seen some people do like data transfer of blend shapes. So if you have if the model that you're making is like a base model, then that could be a cool feature, because then you'll always have the blend shapes and you don't have to remake them. As long as Blender doesn't shit the bed and fucks your shit up, which it does tend to do from time to time. Take backups, please, for the love of God. Take backs up. Backs up? Take backups, that's the one. Nothing sadder than the British winning. So true. I don't know, I think it's just because, so every time there's a match where England is involved, we don't have neighbors super close, but we still hear them, and I'm very happy for them that their team is doing well. But I also, I don't know, there's something in me that's nah, lose. Please lose. No, I think if England does fully win everything, that would be cool, but that doesn't mean that Norway loses, which makes me sad. I know that the Haaland dude from Norway is very popular right now, I guess for good reason. He does look like a giant Viking that's about to fuck everyone's shit up. I've seen the memes of they're letting him out of his cage, I'm not cool with England winning. Wait, who do you want to win? Transfer blend shapes only if they have that same word count. Oh yes, it will. I think it will be more applicable to if you did, if you had a base body or a base head. I think that could be fine. But then if you had a base body or base head, why would you do a data transfer? You could just use it. You wouldn't have to transfer it. Unless you make changes, you duplicate it and make changes, and then you want to data transfer it maybe? If the changes you're making will break the blend shapes, because that's another thing. If you do lots of edits on your model, we sometimes have this when I'm working on things, but sometimes I'll make edits in the topology after the fact, after I've made the blend shapes, which is not best practice at all. And what will happen is sometimes Blender will freak out because I think something about the vertex order, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it at all. And it becomes biblically accurate, where everything's just everywhere and it looks horrifying. But then if you just Control Z and then just do it again, it fixes itself usually, but it's like always scary when it happens. It also says that it's face expression standard used as the tracking standard for VRC face tracking. Oh, okay. I know that there's an ARKit template for VRC face tracking because I've set that up before. But yeah, I mean, if you want to make all those blend shapes, then be my guest. And especially if you're gonna use them, then it makes sense. I think to use them in, say, like Naruto, I think you have to download a plugin. And I don't know if the naming convention is exactly the same, because if it isn't, that means Naruto also isn't going to pick it up as in terms of ARKit tracking. If it is the same, then it's all good. But I think that you could probably get something done to make it the same. But yeah. Oh, when you change the topology while you're not on base? Not on base? Not on base? Oh yeah, that's when it freaks out. Yeah. No, I think it even with base or is it basis, right? Even when you're on basis, it freaks out sometimes for me. But the easiest way is just to Control-Z it. Like, don't freak out, just Control-Z it, and it fixes itself usually. I'm more than halfway in some kind of Forester now. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's definitely a fun experience, I would say, to do all of them. I haven't done them yet, like all of them. I've just done ARKit, and like I tend to make some expression ones as well, which is what I've done on like my model and stuff like that. I tend to make those, and then, but I do want to try it once. I guess if I have to import something into Unreal Engine, then, or does it work with Unreal Engine? It's from Unreal Engine, isn't it? I don't know. Then maybe I'll make it. All right, we're gonna do some Blender today, of course. Who would have thought anything else? I mean, I haven't made a stream schedule because I ran out of time. I was gonna make it yesterday, and then instead I decided to spend time doing something else. So I ran out of time, and then I thought, well, it's already Wednesday. The next chance I have to make the stream schedule will be Thursday, which means the week is nearly over. So no, I'm just not gonna do it this week. But what I'm gonna do is, because this has happened a couple times now, is I'm gonna write down my ideas for what I want all these like renders to look like ahead of time. And then I'll, what's it called? And then I'll just make them, like, not in batch. That sounds awful. Like, make them in batch, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna make them like one after another. I'm just gonna spend one day making them, and it's gonna probably take me the whole day, but I think it'll be worth it, because that means I don't need to worry about not providing you guys a stream schedule, because I know that it probably helps a lot. Because sometimes I'll have like a week off or whatever, and you guys might not know unless I tell you, and unless you're like, you know, stalking every message I put in the Discord. I don't even post like about stream stuff in my Twitter anymore, which I think the reason I stopped is because I wanted to keep it mostly like 3D modeling related, but I've been contemplating making like almost like more of like a VTuber account. Do you know what I mean? On Twitter, to just like ramble and post me rather than like 3D model stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I think I might end up doing that. Even though my 3D model account is not very big, I think it just makes sense, because I feel the pressure of like, oh, I don't want to like post a lot of tweets that isn't 3D modeling related, and then people who like follow me for my 3D models, I'd be like, all right, this is just like a yapping account now. I'm gonna leave. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see. I might do it, I might not, I don't know, because that means I already struggled to keep up with one account. How the hell am I gonna keep up with two? But yeah, we'll see. I think that would be a good idea, but I don't know. And then I need to think about a name, because I want Zenidora to be like my 3D one, unless I change Zenidora to like Zenidora 3D, and then Zenidora is like Zenidora the VTuber. I don't know, that might be confusing actually. That might be confusing. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? I'm trying to think of like clever names, but then I don't want it to be like, it's not like a rambly account. It's not like a complete private account where I just like rant about everything. It would be like about me, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. That it might just be more confusing. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But If you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know. I feel like half of them I made are absolutely trash, but half trash and half good equals goodish, right? Yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, I saw, what was it? It was like a tweet, or I don't know what it was, or if it was a video or something, but it was something about like, don't be afraid to make trash. Because if you are afraid to make trash, then you don't make anything, and then you definitely don't improve. But if you make trash, it means you can make treasure later, you know what I mean? So maybe it was a TikTok, actually. I don't know. Make a few ahead of time so you only have to do the text and have some buffer for when you're low on time. Yes, that's what I'm planning on doing. The key is to finding time to do the to quote unquote mass produce them, I guess, or do them in bulk. Do them in bulk is probably the better phrase. But yeah, I think that is the plan. Why not have your VTuber account just be called Zenny and Zenidora for 3D? Hi Dumo. I could do that. I guess my only concern is that there are so many people who are like called Zenny or Zen, or do you know what I mean? It's a very common, so like all the Zenny names are different, but then when they get shortened, it's very similar. Does that make sense? So it's like, yeah, it might make it a bit harder for myself to stand out. Zenidor after hours. That makes it seem like I do lewd content. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad name. I think after hours is usually very much connected with like not safe for work and like lewd stuff. Zenny default cube. I mean, so I put my title on VExpo as the default cube. So when you go to VExpo, which is the convention that happens in the UK, they ask you for a name and a title, and my title is the default cube. Zenidor after dark. Yeah, that is definitely not safe for work-esque, like adult name. But yeah, let's actually move over to do some Blender, and then I'll have to ponder about the name if I make an account, and if you guys even think it's a good idea. I don't know if it is, because my account, like my 3D account, is very small, but I think it would help to just have a bit of like an outlet. That makes it sound like I'm just gonna rant, but do you know what I mean? To just post more me and like me as a VTuber rather than my 3D models. I might be more active, who knows? Who knows? You never know. Zenidora after cube removal. Don't take my cube, no! The real Zenidora? That makes it sound like my other account is fake. Oh no. I'm gonna get myself Google Docu'd on myself. Alright, let's swap scene real quick. Alright, wait. The imaginary Zenidora? Wait, no, wait, what? I'm still real. Would work if you were a mathematician. That's true. I do not think I will be rebranding into a mathematician VTuber anytime soon. If anything, math is probably my weakest subject in school. I say school as if I still go to school, but you know what I mean. It would feel a bit misleading if I became a mathematician VTuber. Also, ignore this. What the hell? What's this? Oh, it's... Huh? Oh, it was a Blender bug. Blender bug. You're still getting schooled in Blender just like everyone else. That is true. That is true. I am forever... What is it? Like... Student of life? No. Yeah, student of life? Is that like the term? That's me. Bro, this wing is so fucking small. I need to scale it up. I need to scale it up so bad. Let's do an incremental save before we move on. Oh, that's not how you scale it up. Well, that is one way to scale it up. I think I'm gonna... I guess... scale it up from something... No. I'm gonna scale it from here. Why not? Well, that should be fine, right? Or should I just select the... outermost. There we go. Oh yeah, we need that one, and that one. So how big do we need this to be? So basically when I did my foldy test, it was like too small, too short. I think it was just generally too small. So I'm thinking we'll scale it to maybe fit. Or do you think that's gonna be too big? We'll scale it to like here, and then we're gonna have to weight paint it, which is fine. So I should probably duplicate these, put them in a mesh test after scale. What am I doing? Hello. New collection. Mesh test after scale. There we go. Wait, aren't you like a super smart programmer? Don't programmers need to be smart in maths? I don't know where you got that from. My degree was in like programming things, but I haven't programmed since I got my degree. So I'm not doing too well on that front. I'm also not like, I think you can program all day long as like a career without using a lot of math. It just depends like what you're doing. If you're doing like data science, like if you're trying to mix science into it, then yeah, you probably need like a lot of math knowledge. But I was able to get my degree without having a good math knowledge. Saying that, I think the first year or something was just like a math module, but it was only for 1 year, and I did that shit for 6 years. So it kind of says something. I did pass really well in that module though, so I can't be that bad. But I think my general knowledge in math is pretty shocking. And there was one section which was about what is it called? Also, hello Elder. My name is Eld and I'm here to say I hope you have a good stream today. Thank you. Wait, should I call you Eld instead of Elder? What the hell? I've been deceived. But also there was I think it was a section about, I'm trying to remember. I think it was so bad, it traumatized me so much that I just completely struck it from my memory, which doesn't take much considering my memory is pretty shocking in general. But I think it was about, Elder is my dad's name. Call me Eld. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. I'll try and call you Eld from now on. So is Rat your surname then? Is that how it works? Wait, why are you on your dad's account? What the hell? But no, thank you so much for wishing me a good stream day. I appreciate it. I'm trying to figure out, I think it's like, I swear it wasn't normalization. No, it wasn't normalization. It was something else. Wait, I don't know if Visu's watching yet because he just got home. But if he is, he might know what I'm on about. That super fucking difficult piece of shit. Like the one with the letter Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Maybe I can find it if I search the letter Where is it? Was it No, was it O? Have I just made this up? It's like the big O and the little O. Is that it? No. I don't know. It was some stupid ass math, and like it was math, but in a programming sense, and it was fucked up. And I did pass it, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't have my degree. But holy shit, that shit pissed me off. Hello, Sajini. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Seni is currently getting confused. Yes, I mean, I am always getting confused. Let's be honest. There is no time where I am not confused in life and in general. Right, let's convert this to a mesh. So this is just like our test. So we're just gonna do like a very quick and dirty weight paint again. I'm just gonna wait, wing base. Can I just convert you to a mesh? Yeah, I'm just gonna like join everything to make it easier. Let's take this face orientation off so we don't need to worry. Because I think this might be a bit too big. We'll see. What's going on? Oh, wait, I know. I need to parent it. Bro, what? Hang on. What the fuck? Huh? Oh, is it because I scaled it? Hang on. Let me just apply scale real quick. Alright, let's try that again. Oh. No, I don't want to close. What? Zenidora Explores. That's a good one, actually. That's a good one. What is going on? Why can I not? Huh? Oh, because I did it the wrong way. Bro. Why? Oh, wait, hang on. Is it because it has like a vertex group or something? Oh, yeah, it already has vertex groups. Let me just delete them all. I don't need them. There we go. Makes sense. All right, so I think I'd probably want to move the position as well a little bit. But that's fine. We can worry about that in a bit. So I'm thinking if I'll just do... Oh, that's not it. Let's try that again. If I'll just do the... You know what? I'm going to add local view as a quick favorites because this is like so annoying. Wait. Oh, was it already... Oh, hang on. Wait, huh? Oh, toggle local view. There we go. Modeling time. Hello, Moku. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I bought a folding bike today. Now to learn how to ride a bike. You got this. Fun fact, I learned how to ride a bike twice. So I believe in you. If I of all people can learn how to ride a bike twice, then I believe that you can learn how to ride a bike. Just make sure to wear helmets. Helmets? Multiple? a helmet. And like, I don't know, knee pads or whatever people wear. I forgot how to ride a bike without hands. What? I'm confused. Did the bike not have hands or did you not have hands? Wait, how do people ride bikes with... What? I was planning on wearing my suit of armor. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. That should be more than okay. Alright, we're just gonna do this very, very quick and dirty. Alright? I fear that we have too many smaller bones, but I think we did that. I say we as if like you guys are to blame because of the bend that we need to do. We might need to reposition this stuff a bit more. Right, so this should probably... I could probably just done bone envelopes, to be honest, but... I did not. I did not. Bro, what's going on? Why are all of these, like, making this thing? Alright, that should be fine. So, let me just select all of these bones. Let's have a look. Alright, it obviously needs a bit of a cleanup. You're doing great. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I hope you were saying that to me. If not, I'll take my thanks back. Let's see. Okay. You making it look easy? Well, I'm not riding a bike without hands. I don't know how to do that bit. I mean, this is not good weight painting right now. Like, I'm just like making sure that they all have weights. I just want to make sure that it's like big enough. Holy shit, it's huge right now. I think it might be a bit too big. Yeah, it might be a bit too big. But okay, hang on. Let's just trust the process, okay? Trust the process. If we were to like bend this. In theory, in early theory, it is the right size. It is not the right size at all. I've just realized I need to scale this shit down. I think a middle ground between the original size and whatever this is probably the best. But also, imagine though, like these wings are huge. I don't know, something about big wings is really nice. Big chunky wings. But yeah, I think the wings are just a smidgen too big right now. I think they just overall need to be shorter. So, okay. So what we'll do is we'll just scale them down. I think we'll just mess around with this one, which is like the combined mesh. And then what we'll do is we'll then make sure that the other meshes match this one afterwards. I think that probably works. Wait, huh? What? Bro, why are they bigger? Eh? I'm very confused. Why are they bigger when I go into edit mode? Oh, okay. This was also scaled up. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let's try again. Maybe it was perfect all along. I should never have any doubt about myself. This is crazy. All right. This was obviously not the rotation it needs to go. But look, it's actually like not perfect, but like getting there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing with this section, because I think obviously it looks like it's not weight painted well at the moment, so it looks a bit weird. But just in the case of like, I think I need to scale it widthwise, and I need to like lengthwise, maybe it can be scaled down a little bit, but widthwise it definitely needs to be scaled down, I think, because it's like chunky. But also look how big and chunky it is. So yeah, I'll just have to figure out the best, the golden ratio. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But yeah, I think I keep leaning to the right. Oh my god. Right. Okay, I'm fine. Sorry, that was really loud. Oh, by the way, I haven't had a dinner yet because I was stubborn. I'm gonna have dinner after stream. So if I get a bit hungry, then it's not me, it's my belly, okay? Oh, by the way, I think like wings or ears folding like that a thing to do in Unity or Blender, like a toggle either up and down. I would say make an animation in whatever program you prefer. So you can either make the animation in Unity or make the animation in Blender, and then you can toggle it using Unity if you're putting it into like Varudo or VRChat. Like that's one of the things I wanted. I wanted to create it straight so that I can form it the way that I want. Obviously, the weight painting needs to be a little bit better, as you can see. I don't know if I need to do like more bones or less bones. Like the distribution of bones at the moment is not ideal. But I want it to look good from like all angles, basically. Like it's one thing making it look good from like this angle, but I need it to look good from like this angle and stuff like that, you know? Hi Graham, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. What's for dinner? I have no clue. I'm gonna go on a limb and assume it is a Pokeball. I love Pokeballs. It's because VC was outside for a bit and he was gonna bring something home, I think, but not like takeaway. It was gonna be probably Pokeball, but if they didn't have Pokeball, I have no idea. It's like a mystery box. My luck and mystery boxes don't go well, to be fair, but I will try my best to hope for a Pokeball. Oh yeah, that's right. Visu is the chef in the family. Pretty much. Yeah, I don't know how to cook. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm a girl failure in one thing, it's cooking. I don't know how to cook. So he usually does the cooking. And I think that's completely fine. No, I want to learn how to cook at some point. When I have time, trademark. But yeah, that time. There's a lot of things I want to do when I have time. But I think as an adult, you just never have time, right? If a model like you're using now, you had to make a toggle for ears up and down, would you personally do it in Unity or Blender the animation? If it was a simple one, I would do it in Unity. If it required like a rig or it was easier to do with a rig, I would do it in Blender. With the exception of, right? So this is like a huge caveat with Varuto, which is really annoying, and I haven't figured out the complete solution yet to avoiding this. But basically, if you make an animation in Blender and you don't have the bones normalized, so this is a bone-based animation. If you make an animation in Blender on non-humanoid bones and your rig is not like bone normalized, then it's not gonna work in Unity, unfortunately, because one of the requirements of using Naruto is that your like model needs to be normalized. Otherwise, things won't work. I tried going as far as putting colliders and physics on without normalizing it to see if it will work, and it didn't. The colliders will get fucked up if you don't do it beforehand. So basically, if you make an animation for stuff like wings or tails or ears or whatever, and until there's like a proper solution to this, because I can't think of a solution to this, until there is one, you can animate in Blender, but I would recommend separating the thing, so like a wing or like a wing in this tail, right? A wing or a tail or whatever, into a separate FBX and then importing it as with a generic rig and then just attaching it with a constraint to your model. And then that can have the animation and it's all good and dandy. But if you can help it, I would recommend animating it in Unity directly, because that means you skip all that shenanigans. You just skip it all, as long as you animate it on the model after it's been normalized. That's like another thing. But this is a Naruto specific issue. It does not apply to VRChat. In VRChat, I don't think they give a shit. It's just put your model in, put your physics in, put your material on, and it's good to go. It's good to go. It's fine. Yeah. So it's just little things like that. If it's a blend shape based animation, as you said, then I would set up the blend shape in Blender and then just toggle it in Varuto or VRChat, whatever end program you're putting it in. And if you're not putting it into an end program, or if it's a complicated one, like I did a couple of animations with like 3 or 4 blend shapes that had to go in a specific cycle, and then I would set up an animation in Unity for it and then put the animation on the model using an animation controller, if that makes sense. I hope I covered like all aspects of if this, if that. So, but the one thing about animating with blend shapes is that it's either a very simple animation or it's a very tedious process of making them. So when I made some like a crying emote, and I think that initially when I made it, it required like, oh no, I made like a wiggle thing. I made like a wiggle mouth thing. Initially when I made it, it took like 11 blend shapes, and then I realized, oh, I only need like 3. But it was about creating like every single one of them. And then you have to consider stuff like AirKit tracking. If you make blend shapes that have like that is affected by an expression, you have to then make correctives, or if it's only like one layer, you can then just add the corrective in each AirKit, but you have to go through every single one. So that's 52 blend shapes you have to go through to see which one is affected and which one isn't, which can get complicated very, very quickly. So I'd be careful about doing blend shape based animations unless you're either willing to, so this is face-based. For anything else, you're probably fine. But for face-based ones, I would be very careful because it could conflict with stuff going on in the face, like AirKit tracking, and it can get very complicated very quickly. Hello, Siam. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. So up and down. Hang on, let me just check. See, I don't know what you mean with ears up and down. Is this like cat ears or dog ears, or is it like... Because I've done both. For... whatchamacallit? For VTubing, which is what you said you were interested in, I have a bone on the ears. So if it's cat ears, like mine have bones. And I move them by moving the bones. So there's no blend shapes on it. And the reason why I like to keep it as bones is because the physics. If you have blend shapes, the physics aren't going to get activated as far as I know. So that means that if you start moving your ears using blend shapes, then it like the physics isn't going to get applied because the bones aren't moving, if that makes sense. So that's another thing to keep in mind if you start mixing blend shape with bone-based animations. If that makes sense. But if it doesn't have physics or doesn't need physics, then you don't need to worry, I don't think. Always wanted to make a wing character, but don't dare. Why not? You don't have to make it the way I did it by putting like every feather one by one. You can do it as like a plane, and that should be completely fine. Oh, my ad is about to start. Oh, never mind. I can snooze it for a bit. I don't know why, but my Twitch chat used to tell me when there were ads. I wonder if it's because I'm not in like mod view. How do I go into mod view? I almost just put shield mode on there. Jesus Christ, that's not it. Oh no, show mod icons is on. I don't know then. Okay, so they are bunny ears. Hello, Blaze. Thank you so much for the subscription. 25 months. Holy shit. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Also, thank you for lurking. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, so they are bunny ears, but they are mad long, and they're supposed to have two positions, fully up and retracted all the way to the back and hanging behind the ears freely. So bunny ears usually have physics, I assume. If you're happy with it not having physics, then go right ahead and use blend shapes. Like if it's like, say, like a retro or like a, you know, like a low poly, not low poly, low FPS, then you probably don't have to worry about physics. But with stuff like ears, you probably want a little bit of physics. The only problem with physics is you can't really control how much it moves. So you could, in theory, animate it pretending to have physics instead of actually having physics, if that's like your preference. But anything ear based that would have physics, usually I would do with bones. And I would just set those up in Unity, to be fair. I wouldn't even like bother setting them up in Blender because usually they're so simple. When it's just like going up and down, like you can make two keyframes and just have Unity like go between, like transition between them. Okay, so in Unity, I guess. Yes, I think for that specific scenario, I would do Unity. For anything more complex, like wings, doing like an idle motion where they go up and down, I wouldn't dream about doing it in Unity. I think I'd actually cry myself to sleep if I had to do that because it requires a lot more bones. I mean, it's doable. It's just Unity doesn't have a default way of just like, or a native way of doing like a rig. Like my Blender rig would be useless in there. It doesn't work. The base bone kind of needs to do 180 for the ears turn to be back and forth. So I don't know how Unity will handle that. I have no idea. I would just recommend trying it because I think with blend shapes, you're in a similar situation where it only goes from A to B. So it might look a bit weird if they do like a drastic turn that doesn't look natural because they only go from A to B. Now, if you're planning on setting up multiple blend shapes, so like chain blend shape it, you can do that, but that's more upkeep in terms of blend shapes and it's a bit more tedious. I think when I did Unity stuff before, rotating is a bit annoying. So I think either way, you're gonna have a bad time. Maybe you could like rotate it in one axis and then rotate it in another. I don't know. I'd have to see like the ear and the setup and stuff. So A to B, but no swaying after. I think that is right, because when I was trying to set up some blend shape stuff, I couldn't get physics to work. Maybe there's a way, I don't know, but I couldn't get physics to work with like to start when I moved the bone, when I did a blend shape basically, because physics are usually bone based. Okay, so I think we're gonna take our ad. I'm gonna go quiz Visu on what food he brought home because I'm hungry and I need to know. And I'll pause. So we're gonna save and we're gonna actually lock in once we're back. Okay, we're gonna lock in. Okay, instead of me just looking at my model all the time, because that's, I don't know, I think my 2.0, I like it so much that I keep looking at it, and I think that's like, it's a detrimental effect on my streams. I need to lock in and do shit. So I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. All right, baby. Hello, welcome back. I can happily confirm that there's a Pokeball in the fridge waiting for me after stream. I'm so happy. I love Pokeballs. But yes, welcome back everyone. We're gonna continue. Oh, I just need to yawn, right? Hang on. Oh, sorry. We're gonna continue doing some modeling. Well, actually, at the moment, we're just testing the wings. But yeah, I think if I don't make any decent progress on the wings by the end of this stream, I think we're just gonna leave them alone. I'll try and figure them out. Well, I won't try. I will figure them out like offline, and we'll just move on to like making the hair and stuff, I think, because I can't keep like spending every stream working on the wings. Might require, oh sorry, it might require a bit more research. Time for bed. Bye bye. No worries, Dumo. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a good night's sleep. Bye bye. We're gonna continue modeling though, so I'll do that now. I don't know why I keep leaning over. It's so annoying. All right, hang on. Let me get comfy. I don't know why I keep yawning as well. I think Dumo has just struck me with the sleepy curse. Okay, so what did we say? We need to scale it. Oh. I think we said we need to scale it. Oh, that's not it. Scale it a little bit. And scale it, like squash it. Is that right? I think that's more like it. What just happened? Oh. Actually, I have no idea. I'm confused. It feels like everything is like twisted. Let's try that again. So bend, 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 bend. But obviously we need it to bend like here. Yeah. Okay, so this is looking more like the size it needs to be. I think it's still a little bit long, but this is not like the final bend either. So obviously we need to do like proper weight painting and stuff to make this look good. Because at the moment it looks very scary. So yeah, I think we still need to scale it down a little bit, but I think that's probably around where it needs to be. Okay, cool. So I think what I'll do, we need to figure out what we're going to do with the back. All right? Because at the moment it looks like this. And I think what I realized is that when I duplicated these, it looked a bit weird, I think, because it was so symmetrical. Then again, what we could do is, I mean, these like bottom ones, we can lift, we can bring all the way to the top. And I think if we data transfer the normals, it's not going to look too bad. Like, the issue mostly is that the normals are like looking very strange at the moment. But I'd have to do like a thing where I guess select every back and then data transfer the normals, which I don't know, because I want this to look this way. But also I think there's probably a few areas where we want to place some more feathers. So I wonder if we maybe just wants to, like, we can duplicate the feathers, but we don't want to cover like the bottom one. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm thinking is, let's turn this off, turn this on. Oh yeah, we scale these. So we should probably scale to match. Like, just scale it down a little bit. We won't scale it widthwise yet, but that looks a bit weird. Why does that look weird? Why does that look weird? It's like one mesh is like inside of the other one. But it doesn't happen here. Hang on. They look twisted. Why do they look twisted? I can't undo that far. Right, hang on. I'm opening the original file, I think. Because it looks twisted. It doesn't look right. Right, let's see. So we're gonna have to scale this up again, but at least this looks normal, which is good. So I'm just gonna duplicate them again. Oh, let's make another incremental as well, in case we need to come back. And make a new collection called Mesh Test like Wings. Now we're not gonna actually convert them. I just wanna have like a thingy, right? I wonder if it was the scaling. Oh, I think it was. No, well, 3D cursor should have just been fine. I don't know. Let's just do medium point. Medium point can't do us wrong, right? Was it when did I apply the scale on the wrong thing maybe? That might be it. Yeah, so we probably want it to just be like tiny bit bigger, so more like this. Okay, so lower feathers we probably do want to duplicate, and we want to mirror it. Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. But what I'm thinking is if we place it like here, right? This looks a bit weird on the bottom. So what I'm thinking is, let me change this to lower feathers mirrored. I probably want to delete the bottom ones. So that includes, I can't really see right now, but like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Or maybe they can stay, they can stay. Let me just delete these ones first. Yes, this fixes our issue. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same with this as well. I think I need to just delete the lower portion. I can probably keep like this one and maybe just adjust it a bit. But yeah, this makes more sense, I think. There'll be a few we need to adjust, but let me just hide the... Oh, why is that in top? It needs to be in wings. I'll just hide that real quick. I think I want to push it out a little bit. Or do I? Probably not really, right? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think I just want to adjust it. So I'm gonna have a quick sip of my water, my boring water. And then we'll continue. Okay, so yeah, I think if we keep the bottom separate, then like the bottom is like the bottom and the top is the top, then I don't think we need to worry. We just need to adjust them basically because they look a bit weird right now. But I don't know if I need to like push them in or push them out. I don't know why they're like not completely, like I think this would be like more like this. Aren't you scared of all the triangles around the shoulders? Not really, no. Well, this one. Oh, and like these ones. I don't think so. They seem to be okay. I ignore whatever the shadow bit is doing out here. Let me remove that actually. Triangles are fine, like in general. I'm not saying my placement is the best, but generally it is fine. I was forced into triangle paranoia, so I always ask. No, that's fair. I don't think triangles, I used to be similar. I don't think triangles are the enemy anymore, but I definitely used to be the same way. I've even gone as far to now say that n-gons are not the enemy anymore either. In a specific way, like if you use it in a specific way. Not if you just like slap it on a model and call it a day. If you use n-gons with subdivision, you're probably not going to have issues as long as you apply the subdivision. But I don't have enough knowledge yet to know when to use an n-gon and when to not use one. That I think will come later. I definitely feel more comfortable with n-gons, but I don't use subdiv. I think if you use n-gons without subdiv, you might have a bit of an issue. Like, things aren't gonna look nice. If you use triangles without subdiv, that's fine. Understanding that all shapes have their place is true enlightenment. It really is. Hello, geometry nodes. Welcome in. Yeah, I haven't used n-gons in many places yet, but I think I need to maybe study a little bit more about what subdiv actually does to try and predict what it's going to do. I know that you can put the thingy-majig on. If you turn optimal, is it optimal display off? It shows you what it's going to look like in that moment. But I think it would be nicer if I just knew what it would do in each scenario while I work on it without having to like tick and untick that one. You can use n-gons on flat surfaces that don't deform. Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. I made a, obviously this is like a sword, so swords are technically meant to deform in animation, but I made a static sword some time ago, and I don't think I used any n-gons there, but I abused the shit out of triangles. Like I just like everything on the center that didn't need to deform, I just like connected into triangle and then like terminated it early. Kind of like how I did here. I don't know what the purpose of sub division even is after retopo. I think so. Not everyone will sculpt and then retopo. Some people will model with subdivision on from the very start, and then they'll just like use it and then apply it, and it just makes it, I think it makes it easier to create smooth shapes with subdiv on rather than having to do everything like poly by poly. It's really handy at doing that, but of course if you like put the level too high or like abuse it, you're gonna have other issues like high topology. But that's generally what the uses I've seen. But I've also seen it being put on animation models that you just want to have a little bit more smoothness to it, but you don't want to animate with subdiv on. You want to keep it off when animating it and then put it on for the renders. Like for printing, I don't know too much about printing, so I don't know if people use subdiv for printing, but people use all sorts of things for printing. It wouldn't surprise me. I think the more common thing to use is solidify for printing. See, now I'm thinking, should I put this like these bottom feathers in the like in the middle instead, so that it's more like, yeah, this is like the middle, do you know what I mean? Like so. And then it's weird that it's like going this way. Like, why does this one need to be so far out? Oh wait, is it because this one isn't really like... This one isn't really in the middle, or like trying to be in the middle? Or is it like... Very, very strange. Hi Pattern, thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're doing well. Even situation like if you animate something and you need a close-up, you can just add the subdiv to get us more smooth results. Yeah, I think that's what I've seen, because I bought one of the Goo Engine models, animation models, and they, when you load up the Blender file, they had a subdivision modifier on. And it looked all nice and smooth, but then obviously when you took it off, it looked a little bit more like low poly. And I assumed it was because it was meant for animation. I'm just trying to think. It's the best. I wonder if maybe changing the bottom rows to like a different shape would help, because right now they're like facing one specific way, right? Like similar to the top ones. So if I just like select all of these, I guess this one isn't considered a top one. I'll just like separate these and make another source. So So this is the original, I think. So if I just make it... Wait, is it not straight? What the hell? Oh. That probably explains everything. Where is the shape? It was that one, right? Yeah, feather source 1. Wait, is that actually not? That's straight now. It's weird to catch a stream and it not be your 2.0. Wait, what? Oh, me working on my 2.0. I know, right? It is weird. I still haven't fully like gotten over it, I guess. But it is a little bit bizarre. I hope you're doing well. I did work on my 2.0 for like the longest time, didn't I? That shit was crazy. I think I'm just gonna like do that. And then that should like keep it all straight for the most part. Even like maybe, because it's like the bottom one, I can probably tilt it to be more straight as well. And then I just need to figure out why this one isn't like allowed to be as far out. Because this is like expecting to be like out here. Unless it has to do with like... with this. Oh, I think it has to do... Wait, what? Shit, I don't know anymore. That does look more straight. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to modify these ones as well to make them fit. I'm gonna have to make some changes to these to try and fix them real quick. I can barely change the wallpaper on Windows 11. I mean, Windows 11, they've made it fucking difficult to do that, so I don't blame you. They put everything beneath fucking boxes and boxes of shit, and it's so annoying. Like, oh no, I think I have a different wallpaper on my PC, but usually I don't bother changing the wallpaper because it's like too much effort. Yeah, shade is a little bit, not broken, but a little bit different, possibly. So what is this? This is... There we go. I think, so this, we can probably delete some bits. I don't think we need like most of it. Like if we're able to move everything over, I should probably take a backup before I start deleting shit. Oh, funny story, when I got my new laptop a few months ago, I reinstalled Windows like 5 times because my wallpaper was turning black and there was some icon backgrounds turning black or whatever. What the hell? I don't think I've seen that. I've seen my fair share of like Windows issues, but it turns out on Windows 11 for the wallpaper to work, you need to have it physically on the computer in the same directory. Otherwise, wallpaper will bug out sometimes. That's fucking wild. Imagine if Microsoft made a good product. Let's see. Okay, so did I take a backup? A backup? Did I take a backup? A backup? The wallpaper is like a linked object in Blender. Oh, it's like a linked object in Blender. Ah, gotcha. But did it always used to be that way? Because it sounded like it didn't, but I don't know enough about it. I'm tempted to maybe just decrease the... Oh, this is twisted as well. I'm also tempted just to decrease the size a little bit because it's a bit thick in places. Ah, see now this is more like in the middle. Okay, this is more correct now. Alright, there's some things we need to fix. Actually, hang on. So it should probably be like in the middle of this, right? But that should be in the middle of... No, that should be in the middle of this. That's probably better. And then we'll just have to adjust the feathers, I think. Or is that better? I don't know. Give me 1 second, sorry. I'm just gonna change my bud. There we go. Sounds like you're being trolled by AI. I feel like AI trolls us every day. I'm getting gaslighted by the AI all the time. It does tend to do that, doesn't it? Okay, let's see. How do we fix this dilemma? I think it's because these aren't like completely straight yet. I think that's what's like fucking with me. Like, am I gonna have to go through each one and do it manually, maybe? I think I'm gonna have to do that. I'm just gonna do these 3 and then... Select all points and SY0. It doesn't work with tilt for some reason. I tried that earlier. And it didn't like it. It didn't like it at all. Basically, it just did nothing. But I think we're getting there. Oh. I keep leaning to the right. Oh my god. Like, it gets super defensive, and in the end, it's like, yeah, I made it up. Hi, Mio. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Just gonna adjust these feathers. I keep thinking I'm seeing a spider in my room, but I think I'm just losing my mind. I think maybe this one needs to come out more. Oh. Bro, what's your problem? Hang on. Blender wants to fight with me right now. There we go. Oh wait. Hey, this is too far out. Maybe the spider's in your mind? Why would you do that to me? It's like in my brain. Controlling all the strings. Also, if you hear my stomach rumble, then no, you didn't. What if it's a spy drone? I'm more inclined to think that the local pigeons are spy drones. And that's me. Like, I love pigeons. They're so cute. But they do just like appear from nowhere, right? Like, how are pigeon? How pigeon exists, you know? How pigeon become bird? All those little things you'll never know. Unless you're like a pigeon master or something. I don't know. Okay, so Zenidor is a mech controlled by a tiny spider. Understandable. Maybe. I did consider, like, okay, so spiders, to me, they scare the shit out of me. I don't want to kill them ever. So usually Visu will take them outside if there's any spiders in our house. But they still just terrify me. Unless they're like a tiny spider, like smaller than like my fingernail. Then I'll be like, oh, they're so cute. But if they're any bigger than that, I'm just like, nah, I don't want to deal with you like right now. And we had this, I feel like you know when you like experienced like a traumatic event and you don't remember what you saw? Like, it was like that. There was a huge spider in the sink. I think it was like a garden spider, which in the UK they get really big. And I don't know, I had one glance at it. I jumped. I didn't screech, but I screeched. And then I didn't look at it again. And I think because I only had like a very brief glance where my brain registered, oh, that's danger, big danger, get out of there, you know? I don't fully remember how big it was. Much bigger in my brain, I think. But yeah, it was just in the sink, and that just like scared the shit out of me. And I kept checking the sink and double checking the sink to make sure it wasn't like existing there. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it was awful. But I wish I wasn't scared of spiders. If I wasn't, I'd probably be like a spider VTuber or something. Because I think that could be cool. There's so much you can do with that, you know? There's so much you can do. Keep in mind, spiders want nothing from you. If you accidentally walk over them, they're dead. I know. And it's what I think, like before, like when I was younger, I didn't care if people killed spiders. I would never dare do it because I'm terrified to go near them. But like, and I might have killed a couple of spiders myself, right? When I was younger. I don't really remember. But now I'm like, oh no, like it's just a boy. It's just a boy. He just wants to live his life and make his eggs and, you know, like chill. Which is why if there's like in the kitchen, if there's like not a huge spider, not like a garden spider, but if it's like a small spider, I just leave him be. I don't even like tell, I do tell Visu. I go, oh, there's a cute little boy living in a kitchen. But I don't go like, oh, Visu, can you go and take him out? Like, I don't do that with like tiny ones. But there's something in my brain that doesn't like how spiders move, and the big ones or like the big leg ones or the thick leg ones. There's something about it that just, I don't know, my body doesn't like it, and I can't live my life like that. Like, if I had a spider like that in my house, I would just be constantly afraid. And it's not because I think they'll harm me, it's because my brain, like, I don't know, it can't control it. It's really fucking weird. I wish I wasn't so scared, but... And I know it's like, oh, well, exposure therapy, or like exposing yourself to them is probably gonna help you, but I don't know if that's true. Also, flies are annoying and they eat them. That is true, yeah, they do a lot of good things. Like, we have, I don't know if they classed as spiders, and I'm gonna regret Googling this, but it's like harvest. Hang on, let me just... Oh no, I don't think it's harvestmen. It's like... They're like black-legged, tiny body, like really long leg spider-esque things. Oh, is it huntsman? Is it huntsman maybe? I'm gonna again regret Googling this, but no, that's... Oh, no, that wasn't it. Fuck, that was... Oh, no, that's not it. I'm not gonna Google any more spider names, but it's basically... It's spider-esque creatures that there's many of them. There's so many of them. But all they do is just hunt. And for some fucking reason, they like to be like on our house. And they do this every year. They'll appear, there'll be like 20 of them. And then they'll leave. Like, we leave them alone. But they're like right in front, or like right near our door, which is really fucking awful. Because every time I try and leave the house, they get really scared. They start like moving about, and that's like the worst. Like, oh yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, Googling the huntsman spider was not it. I don't know, something about that. Even though it was on a screen, it's not here. It just freaks me out. I can't deal with it. So yeah, spiders, they scare me a lot. But I wish I didn't, because I know they mean no harm. Except for the fuckers in Australia who can like actually kill you. But again, they probably don't mean you any harm either. They just want to live their life, and they're like threatened by big scary human who's like standing near you. Wasps, on the other hand, they can get the fuck. They can get the fuck. I don't like wasps. I love bees. I get a bit scared of bees, but not as scared as I get of spiders. But wasps, they can just fuck off, honestly. I think they're good for the ecosystem as well. I've seen a couple of like tweets and posts about people saying, well, oh, you claim you love bees so much because they do so much good, but wasps also like do it. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, probably. But what about bumblebees? No, bumblebees are nice. I like bees. I can... Do you know what it's I have like what the hell? Oh, it's my... Oh, okay. I kept thinking it was a spider that was like in my room or like going down the screen, because I had this tiny sliver of pixels from my Veruda window behind my OBS, and it kept moving, and that kept triggering like my like, oh, I need to look there. I like bumblebees. I can Google bees. Bees don't freak me out. Generally insects do freak me out, not as much as spiders do. Something about spiders that I don't like. Saying that, I've not really been to a country that has like huge insects, really, as far as I've seen. So huge insects might freak me out. They probably will. But bumblebees are cute. I love bees. We had a period of time where we had quite a few of them come inside, like through the loft, and it was really like A, terrifying, and B, annoying, and C, like, we don't want these bees to die, but why the fuck do they keep coming in our house? But every time they would arrive, they would be like all dazed and they didn't know what was going on, so we had to save a couple of them. And I know that I think you can give them like a small dose of like sugar water just to give them a bit of energy to like get up and get out. And we did that a couple times. And that was like the entire summer. It was awful, because it was like right above our staircase. So we didn't want to like step on them accidentally. And I don't know if we found any dead ones. But then this year, weirdly enough, there were like 5 of them in the bathroom. I don't know if they were bumblebees or they were. I think they were definitely a bee, but I don't know if they were bumblebees. But they were some kind of bee-esque creature. And I thought at first they were wasps. So VTuber was gonna go in there with like the fucking hairspray. Because wasps, like, they're very aggressive, right? One of them is one thing, but 5 of them, oh god, you don't want to deal with that. But no, they were bees, so we didn't harm them. But there were just like 5 of them, so we ended up setting up like a camera in the bathroom to try and figure out where they were coming from. And then they just never appeared again. Then they just never appeared. So I don't know if it was like a case of one bee was following another bee, who was following another bee, who was following another bee, who was following another bee, and they all just ended up stranded in our fucking bathroom. So yeah, that was fun. That was very fun. I mean, our theory is that they came through the bathroom vent. Because I think this is the same in all countries, or most countries, but usually have like a bathroom vent, right? Which is like you put the light on and the vent starts going. And it's just generally like a hole to the outside. Sometimes you have filters on them on the outside and sometimes you won't. Sometimes the filters are broken and that's how things get in. But they just never appeared again. And no other bees came after. Oh no, I think there were 5 first and then there were like 2 or 3 after. And then there was nothing after that. It was like, yeah, they figured out this wasn't the way in to food or whatever. It's almost like animals involved in context to each other and therefore usually have an important role in the ecosystem. I know, but why do they have to be such assholes? Like, if you go near a wasp, or not even if you go near a wasp, if a wasp goes near, like, towards you, it can just get aggressive for, like, no reason. Like, it's just a fucking dick. For no reason at all. It doesn't have to be this way. Being an asshole is survival strategy, I know, but I'm not an asshole, and I've survived just fine. I mean, I might be a villain in someone's story, but I think generally I'm a pretty normal person who just likes to keep to myself. But yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with wasps, but I don't go out of my way to kill them. I think if we had like a wasp nest, and I'm gonna have to knock on wood about this because I don't want to fucking have a wasp nest outside our house. But if we got one, we would get like we wouldn't try and like kill them ourselves. We'd get like a pest control. And I don't know what they do with the wasps. I think if they're bees, they like take them and like take them somewhere else, maybe to like their if they're like a beekeeper, they'll take them home or whatever. But I don't know what they do with wasps. I don't know if they just like kill them or not. We also had some fuck-ass moths in our house. And this was a year after the bees. Because apparently, the bees... I mean, we didn't really go into the loft while the bees were just, like, being there. But apparently the bees lay eggs. And the moths love to eat the scraps of the eggs or something. I don't know. So they were having a grand old feast up there. And then they started coming through the loft. And I'm like, oh my god. So we felt like every year there was going to be a different fucking insect that would just like, it wasn't just like 1 or 2 moths, it was like many of them. And I think at some point we were just like, enough is enough. I like the big chunky moths, they're cute, like, but the small ones, the annoying fuckers, I'm not a fan personally. But I know again and again they're just trying to like live their life. They're just trying to eat, do whatever they need to do as a species, but can they just not go anywhere else, please? Please, just leave my house alone. I don't want, like, a different insect every year. I just want to chill. I want to play my video games and do models. Wasps you can get rid of by placing a bowl of gasoline over the nest. But that's, I mean, surely they are useful to nature, right? Is that what a pest control guy would do? Or a woman? Like, do they just kill them? Like, are they so not indestructive, but like, are they so like annoying that they just go, right, okay, that's it. Like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm just gonna kill them all. I just wish they'd leave me alone. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, if they can live in my house as much as they want, as long as I don't see them and they don't cause damage. They can be as cold or as warm as they want in my house. But as soon as I see them, you're going outside. I can't. I don't control this. I didn't make the rules. This is nature, if you think about it, right? But yeah, we probably should kill them. I would never dare kill a bee though. I went to the train station and we once saw a bee that was this was like on a really warm day. And we once saw a bee that was like not understanding that a window is a window, which I don't blame them because windows are confusing. But then someone had bought a complete stranger had bought like a bee saving kit that you can buy online, which includes like, it's like a small dose of like something to help the, bee keep going. And we watched in real time that the bee was saved, which was amazing. And then our train came, so it was all good. We had confirmation that the bee got safe, or like survived, and then flew away, which was really nice. But yeah, I always wanted to buy one of those kits after that, but I don't know if I'd be brave enough to like, without Visu, go up to like a disoriented bee, to try and help them. And I also don't know if it's like actually helping them or not, or if it like just allows them to survive for like a few more seconds and then they die. I don't know. But yeah, I like bees. I think anything in moderation though, because if I don't think I could deal with a beehive, or I don't think I could deal with like be a beekeeper. There would be so many of them. I think I'd just panic. Do you know what I mean? Like, seeing one slug is one thing. Seeing 20 of them, you just get really grossed out, I don't know why I'm talking about slugs now, but it's the same premise. Like, seeing one moth is one thing. Seeing 20 of them, it's like, all right, pack it up, burn the house down. I don't know. I don't want to deal with this anymore. This is getting gross. So yeah. Yeah, insects can be a bit annoying, I think. Slug discrimination. I mean, I've had slugs come into the house as well. I think that was mostly... Apparently this is like a real UK problem as well. The slugs will get into like kitchens and stuff. I remember living in one place, and the house was probably built off of hopes and dreams. It was a very low rent, so I wasn't like too upset about it, but they would come through like the kitchen door or like cracks or whatever underneath the cupboards, and it was really nasty. I think generally it sounds like the places you live at attracts a lot of animals. No, because these are different houses, okay? And I'm not a hoarder. No, I don't put food on the floor. No, hang on. Slugs in UK houses is very normal. Not normal, but like it happens in like houses that have lots of little holes. I'm gonna Google this. I need to prove my innocence, okay? We don't have food on the floor. What we do have is a cat, and the cat has cat hair, and apparently slugs like cat food and cat hair. So, but yeah, honestly, there's multiple Ask UK threads about slugs, okay? It's not just me. I didn't make all of them as well, by the way. I didn't just go on Reddit and go, every time I saw a slug, I'm like, please, there's slugs in my house. How do I get rid of them? But no, we don't put food on the floor. But I guess you could consider like cat food if the cat... So our cat is a bit special. Our cat doesn't have teeth. This is making me sound like a horrible person. Our cat doesn't have teeth. Not because of us. We got her toothless, alright? But sometimes she like eat her food and then like put it on the ground because she doesn't know how to eat properly because she doesn't have teeth. She's old. And maybe that caused it. I don't know. But I don't think so because we cleaned that up. So, but yeah, they'll just come in through anything. They don't care. The slugs, that is, not the cats. No, hang on. We clean it up though. We clean it up, but there might be like one piece of dry food or whatever. It's weird because our cat loves dry food, but has no teeth. She just, I don't know how she eats them. But we haven't had, as far as I remember, we haven't had cat food in the kitchen throughout the houses I've lived in. So yeah, I don't know why they started appearing in the kitchen of that one house that was made out of hopes and dreams. Listen, I'm not a messy person. I feel like I need to start taking pictures of my house now to prove my innocence, but I also don't want to dox myself. So I guess I'll just have to deal with it. But yeah, insects, they annoy me a lot. But they're not that, like, so the thingy spiders that we have outside our house, they only show up, like, they show up yearly, and they only show up in like one specific location that they really like, and that is outside the house. I don't put food outside the house, okay? And I don't think they eat that food. I think they eat flies and stuff, so. But yeah, they're just little boys. The spider cult meeting. Honestly, they're probably planning like their next attack. And not attack as in they will physically attack me. They'll just like terrorize me mentally. You know what I mean? Like that is their job. Because they know that we're probably not going to kill them. I think the only spiders we've killed are accidental ones. Where they don't cooperate and you try and put them in a glass and then, you know, they lose a leg or whatever and it's not our fault. It does make me this entire conversation, this entire stream is making me sound like I'm a horrible animal abuser who kills spiders for fun and has slugs in my kitchen. That's not the case. I had a spider that lived at the corner of my sink for a while. I've given him little drops of water occasionally to say thanks for killing the bugs I don't want around. That's reasonable. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I read is that you'll sometimes find spiders in like the sink or the bathtub because they want a bit of water and that's where they go, which makes sense. It's usually, you know, there's water droplets in your sink or there's water droplets in your shower or your bathtub, right? I don't know if this is true. This might just be pseudoscience. I don't know. But that's like what I've seen anyway. But yeah. We don't really have like insects in our house mostly. Except for those bees and those not wasps. Oh God, oh thank God, not a wasp. We were worried that the next year it was gonna be wasps in our attic. No, the bees and the moths. They I don't think we've had any this year. Yeah. No, we haven't had any this year, so. The curse is broken. What about, what the fuck? What is that? Do I want to Google that? Wait, silverfish, isn't that like a Minecraft thing? What's a scary? Oh, scary? Wait, what is a silverfish? Oh God, I'm not gonna regret Googling this. Ew, what the fuck? I thought it was just a Minecraft thing. No, I've not seen those, thank God. Actually, we did have one. So this wasn't bugs inside. But apparently there's this like really invasive moth that has come to the UK. And they will fucking eat any like box hedge that you have. So we've seen around like a neighborhood, people who have box hedges. They've just got eaten up alive. Like they're just fucked. So yeah, I guess that was our yearly like annoying as shit insect to deal with. But it was mostly like in the neighborhood, so yeah. Those fucking suck, by the way, because as soon as you see them, like as soon as you see that your hedge is getting eaten alive, it's pretty much too late. Like the hedge is probably not gonna recover, so you're gonna have to like rip everything out or not care or like plant another one that's like not food for the box hedge fucking moths. The moths look cool though, I do agree, but they're like caterpillars or whatever. They fucking suck. They're super small and most live in bathrooms. I do not think I've seen them, and I do not want to see them. This is not an opportunity for silverfish to listen to me saying I don't want to see them and then appear. But they look like shrimps. I'm very confused. What do they do? They are literally Dark Souls mobs. They must be fucking annoying if, like, they got put into Minecraft as like an official mob. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I know we're talking a lot about insects, but this is important adult stuff. Insects in our house. All the silverfish in the chat got called out. So they don't appear if you use stronger chemicals for toilet cleaning? Wait, do they appear in your toilet? The hell? I'm always worried it's gonna be a snake in my toilet. I've seen those pictures on the internet where it's like a snake in someone's toilet, and I'm like, oh god, this better not be me. I don't want my ass bitten by a snake from the toilet. No, they just don't like the smell of the vibe. Oh, okay. Okay. They don't like super clean rooms. Well, I'm safe then. Well, I'm not like a clean freak, but our house is relatively clean, I would say. With no food on the floor. I promise. Believe me, please. Believe me. Trust my words. Alright, we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna go clean my house. I mean, get something to drink. Yeah? It's hard to keep bathrooms not wet. That is true. One thing I know, which is a fun tip. This is more for like keeping, if you have like a glass door on your bathtub or in your shower, or even just for tiles, if you squeegee them with like a squeegee, then it helps keep like the damp away and the water away. The more you say it, the less I believe it. No, you have to believe the strange VTuber on the internet who makes 3D models. You just have to. It's the law. But yeah, I'm gonna take my break. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. All right? BRB. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, I'm so hungry. Don't worry. We'll stream for like another hour or maybe a bit less. I don't know. No, it'll be less. It'll be less. We'll stream until like 10 and then I'll go nom 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 and eat all my food. Welcome back. No, you welcome back. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I hope all allegations of me being a stinky VTuber who don't clean my house have now been cleared and everyone's forgotten about it. And the fact that allegedly I leave food on the floor, which I don't. And I hope that we can put it behind us. I can hear an alarm. It's gonna piss me off. But yeah, we're gonna continue modeling, alright? Dude, you have snails in your house. I do not have snails in my house. In one of the previous houses I lived in, there were slugs that would come in through the kitchen. Not in my current house. And you kill thirsty spiders for fun? No! I don't! I would never. Please, Blaze, back me up, please. Slugs in UK houses is not as uncommon as people think, right? Right? Especially if you have pets or cat food or dog food. You don't even need to put them on the floor. They just like, no. They just go for it. Don't say cope. How dare you? Right. We're gonna go back to Blender. Poor spiders. Didn't deserve that treatment. I didn't do anything. I'm nice to the spiders. If they're tiny, I'll even put them on my finger and look at them and try and like get them to go somewhere else that isn't my finger or my, my mic. I don't want to accidentally squash them. But if they're a bit bigger, then I ask Visu to take them outside. Not to fight, just to let them out. Send a photo of you petting a spider as proof. I would rather play League of Legends ranked for 24 hours than pet a spider. Oh my god. Mostly because if it was like a really tiny spider, I'd be scared of it getting crushed. And if it was like a big, like tarantula or something, no. I would rather play League of Legends ranked for like 72 hours than do that. Holy shit. No, I'm not playing 24 hours League ranked. Oh, I would get so toxic by the end of it. Holy. I'd get banned. I'd get so banned if I played 72 hours of League ranked. Even just an hour of League ranked. I don't play ranked in League. I used to, but League subathon when? League road to gold? That's probably the highest rank I can achieve, I'm not gonna lie. If you guys actually gave a shit about me playing League, then I'd do it. But I assume most people, when they hear the word League of Legends, they just think my condolences. Which is what I think and say to people when they tell me they play League. Like, my condolences that you ended up getting addicted to this game, because I'm so sorry. In the 30th of February, Senny will do a 72-hour League rank stream. I dreamed it. Hello, Asaga. Why would you dream such a thing? Why would you hurt me like this? Physically hurt me. I'm gonna call the police. That fucking alarm is still going. I don't think you guys can hear it. Thank God. You should be happy. You should be thankful you can't hear it, because I have to hear it. Oh my God. Wait, 30th of February. Hang on. I didn't pick up on that. You tricked me. They won't be able to help with your slug problem. I don't have a slug problem. Oh my God. There's no slugs in my kitchen. I should have never opened my mouth. Let's see. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we should probably pull these up now that they're like, now that we've changed them. Whatever you say, Slug Lily. This will not be my legacy. This will not. Do I need to change my fucking VExpo title from Default Cube to Slug Lady now? Is this all I'll be known for? Not for making cute ass fucking models? No. Slugs. I can't believe it. Do you think I'll get sponsored by, like, I don't know. Do I want to get sponsored by someone who likes slugs or someone who hates slugs? I don't know. This is a really tricky situation. I hope you guys can bear with me in these trying times. I'm just gonna, like, pick them. Oh, no, I need to... Yeah, I need to do this, I think. Wait, no. There we go. Oh shit, this one's like huge. Okay, that's better. I think once I convert them to mesh, I'm probably gonna have to, like, do more, like, thingy-majig. Make sure nothing's, like, weirdly clipping, but... Slugs are cute, no need to harm them. Okay, so I don't know about that. I don't know about that. They are not cute. They're not cute, I'm sorry. Poor default cubes. Now they don't have goddess of Sennies, now the goddess of slugs. No! Why would you? No. I'm gonna turn you guys into slugs in a minute if you don't stop. I'm serious. I'm gonna make a redeem that turns chat into slugs. Do you want to be a slug? I don't think so. I think you'd prefer to be a default cube, to be honest. I would love to be a default cube. Just keep getting deleted over and over, you know? Alright, I think that's pretty decent. Like, if you think about it, you're not gonna see it from... Oh, wait, hang on. I need to do these as well. Maybe we should make these like bigger. If you convert me into a slug, then I will be a tesseractor made of slugs. Actually, do I want that? Do I really want to put that into the world? Wait, Zenny, remember how you had flies for earrings in your previous model? Perhaps you can add a hair clip that's actually just a slug. Alright, listen, they were never flies, okay? Now, no, they were never flies. I don't know who started that shit. I think it was Dumo. Was it you? Someone somewhere was like, oh, they look like flies. I thought they were flies. Look, they're actually connected now. The flies are no longer lifting them up. Okay? Google Sea Bunny? Oh, see, I feel like you're tricking me, but I'm gonna trust you. I'm a good person. I'm gonna trust you and search that, and I swear to God, if I get scared, well, actually, never mind. They are actually cute. What the hell? Alright, I take it back. I take it back. They're cute. Hello, Enyas. Welcome in. Welcome in. Maybe I'll do like an April Fool's like outfit, and it can be a slug with like flies or whatever. Make like the stinkiest VTuber known to man. Maybe I'll just turn myself into a slug. I'll just be a slug. How about that? Actually, a slug VTuber would hit, I think. There is one, isn't there? There's like a multicolor slug. Is that a slug? What am who am I thinking of? I swear there's a slug VTuber. There's a sea sheep, which is a sea slug VTuber. That's really cute. I think if I go to, I think Mari, so 3D modeler Mari made a model for someone who was like a slug thing. Let me have a look. Reject worm, embrace slug. Sea bunny VTuber model next. Actually, you know what? I might just make it a sea bunny. Then at least I'll be double cute. Oh no, it's a snail. It's a snail. Yay, it's a snail. Because she has like a backpack that's like a snail thing, which that model looks so good. It looks amazing. I'm trying to figure out what they're called. I cannot see it. It's like in Mari's showcase, that's her pin post, but there's no name. Damn. I feel like I see her on my For You page all the time though. Like the not the sea slug, the snail person. See, they were flies. You just admitted. No. No such thing. You don't have proof. You don't have proof. Chromodora slugs are cute too, but I wouldn't keep them at home. Like, Cindy, fuck off. What is a Chromodora slug? Oh, they're cute. They're another sea slug. What is it? Are sea slugs the only cute slugs? Is that how it works? Originally, I was gonna be a rat VTuber, you know. I feel like I mention this like every 2 months, but I like being a cat, but I'd love being a rat too. Did you guys see that Hatsune Miku chess set? That looks fucking insane. So good. Wait, it's not AI, right? No, I think it's official. Hell yeah. Bro, did we tell you that your tracking is incredible? You made a wins a minute ago where I came and I got it perfectly. Thank you. Thank you. I think I'm like semi-expressive with my face when I'm like actually having an emotion and an expression, but I think usually I'm just like this. And I just like talk like this. So I think the tracking is good, but I think I need to improve my piloting and like move like a crazy person. I thought you were a wolf. Oh my god, not this again. I think someone said they thought I was a fox. And I was like, no. And then literally the same day, someone was like, oh, I thought you were a fox. And I'm like, no, I'm a cat. I'm a Norwegian forest cat. Actually, I'll be whatever. I'll be a wolf. Why not? There's a wolf inside all of us, right? Well, there's a wolf each inside all of us, not a wolf inside everyone at the same time. That's kind of gross. No hate to furries who are into that type of stuff, but she's a squirrel slug hybrid. All right, pack it up. I'm not a fucking slug. Hang on. I need to get comfy. I keep leaning over. Wolf, fox, cat. We all know Senny is a slug. Alright, okay. You know what? If I find you, if I find your house where you live, I'm gonna enter your kitchen, okay? God, that dog hit me. Exactly. That's what I was trying to reference. But then it just sounded weird. It just came out weird from my mouth. But I did try. I tried my best. Okay. Oh, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I forgot. I'm really cold now. I put the AC on like 10 minutes ago and I was like, oh, I'm really warm. And now I'm really cold. I can't decide. Oh, it's probably because it's pointing directly at me like an absolute psychopath. Holy shit. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that's why I have a headache. Because I just have cold ass fucking aircon blasting on my head. Alright, we're back. I do. I feel like I mention it every single stream. Not because I'm trying to flex. But because I'm like, oh shit, I need to put the AC on. Alright, oh shit, I need to turn it off. Because it's too fucking warm in this country now. It's gonna get warmer again this week, I think. Oh my god. I can't deal with it. But I feel like I've been putting the AC on like every single day. You bought Live Premium? Live Premium? What's that? Oh, I'm gonna have a neck injury soon. I keep leaning over to the right like an idiot. What's Live Premium? I mean, AC is like very common in the US, right? Is what I've heard. Is what I've heard from every fucking person who like starts an argument with a UK person about heat waves. Having AC is Live Premium? Oh, I guess I did buy Live Premium. It's a DLC to Live. Honestly, with how the UK weather is going at the moment, it is starting to become a requirement in my eyes. It is getting too fucking hot. Honestly, it's the worst. Also, I've just realized I've scaled the wings down, but I didn't actually scale the reference, so they're gonna not be synced now, and that's gonna be really unfortunate, but oh well. I can just scale the reference, I guess. Is there anything else I want to do? I feel like I need to just commit, you know? I need to just commit at one point. I think there's definitely some tweaks I need to make, but I think I also want to... what do I want to do? I want to do data transform normals and stuff, which is gonna make everything look different. So I think I need to just like trust the process. I am tempted to start like combining meshes, but like connecting topology and stuff, that's a nightmare and a half. Don't know if I want to do that. How funny would it be if I like did all this and then at the end I just like made a plane and I just baked it on. Like baked a normal song. Oh, that I feel like I couldn't get away with that, like in terms of it looking good. Like I feel like I need feathers, but it could probably have been made in a different way that would have been faster. But I think this looks pretty decent. It needs to look good at all times though. That's the thing, right? 81 out of 102. Wait, hang on. Is this like freedom numbers? Fahrenheit? Yeah. 30, yeah, 38. I think the record, which was broken only like a week or two ago, was 37 in the UK, which is insane. Also this, oh no, was it 40 maybe? I don't know. Which is like 40 is like 104. Oh, also this face, oh no, as in face shape keeps on. I thought you were talking about the temperature. Never mind. I'm European too. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. That's fine. Also, this summer is crazy. At least in Europe, we had a heat dome, and now in my country, we're having a heat wave, so AC is on every single day. I can imagine. I think AC can get quite expensive. It's definitely expensive to install in the UK. I think that's one thing that everyone who like argues with like people from England and the UK and stuff on Twitter don't realize is that it's not as cheap as like countries that are used to it. Do you know what I mean? Like I heard somewhere, I don't know if this is true, but I heard somewhere that like AC getting installed in Japan is like a couple $100 or a couple £100, which is insane because we paid way more than that, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna say the wing is winging. I'm gonna probably tweak it, but I'm probably gonna do that when I'm like doing doing what exactly? That is a very good question. I'm so glad you asked. Doing, I don't know, UV unwrapping maybe, or just like do it offline, because I think I'm gonna have to like go into the trenches and figure out what I actually want to do. So yeah, I think the wings so far are very, very near completion in terms of the actual stuff. I need to do like a proper weight painting test as well, which is gonna be fun, I think. Bro, why can't I? Huh? Oh. I've heard about some kind of portable AC that were easier to acquire. Yes, so I think there's been a popularity surge in portable AC. So before we had AC installed, we had a portable AC, and it worked really well. The only issue is that it, whatchamacallit, it only really works in one room, which is a bit of a problem. And you have to put a shady ass pipe out the window, which is fine on its own, but it's the fact that the windows aren't like made for circular object to go through. So you have to then put this like mesh on, and then you have to do like a bunch of shit to get it working, and then it only really works in one room at a time. And portable is very loose term, I would say, for that, because they're heavy as fuck. They do have wheels, but if you have a staircase, then forget about it. You're not going to be able to easily get it up and down the stairs. So, and I think they also sold out everywhere now because of the last heat wave, so that really sucks. But they are definitely worth it, I would say, if you're like in the UK, living somewhere where you can't install AC or you can't afford AC, because the portable ones are much cheaper. I think ours were like, I mean, VC, correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear our portable one was like £100 something. It wasn't much more than that, if I remember correctly. But that depends if I remember correctly. So I spent all day long doing things. I'm so tired. I need a relaxing massage with nature, sounds, and steam. A hot tub with bikini, spa time, and a big slice of cheesecake. I feel you. I really want a cake too, and I haven't even done much today. I hope you're able to have some relaxing time, Graham. I know you've been stressing and doing things you don't want to do. But I think you'll get through it, alright? You'll see the light of the tunnel, as they say. It will be my headlights that will guide you. In Japan, I think it is that cheap because of the yen devaluation. So for foreigners, it seems cheap, but in Japan, it's the same or more expensive than in other countries. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, this is only like, I heard it from like one guy, so I don't know how true it is. And like with the yen being devalued and stuff, I don't know if that has an effect as well. But like, how much are they in the US? Like, just like an AC installation. How much does AC cost in the US? Trying to have a look at that, see. Driving in my car right after beer. Hey, that bump is shaped like Graham. No, I wasn't gonna run it over. Jesus. just gonna help her out. Put some lights on, you know? Are you excited for 5.2 release in a week? I had no idea it was... Wait, what? So I said... Graham, I said... No! I said, you'll reach the light of the tunnel soon. And then I said, and I'll help you because it will be my headlights that will like be the light to guide you out the tunnel. And then people started saying, oh, you're gonna run her over. No, I'm not gonna run you over. No, I would never. I'm about to run. Well, no, I can't say that on Twitch. I'm a nice person, Twitch. Please leave me be. Please leave me be. Sometimes you scare me. What do you mean? I'm just a little guy. Well, I'm just a little girl, I guess. But a little guy sounds better. The light at the end of the tunnel, the sun heating at 60 degrees. No, I would never run her over. Also, 5.2, I didn't even know it was coming out. Wait, is there anything good? I swear to God, I'm so sorry. Wait, where is he? Where is he? Geometry nodes. If you're still here, I'm so sorry. But geometry nodes in Blender piss me the fuck off because it feels like they only add new features for that, and it annoys me. I just want basic fucking layering. Basic layering for texture painting. That's all I beg. Natively, not through a plugin. Natively in Blender. But no. They have to add another 50 fucking geometry nodes, and that is just completely made up. I don't know how it works. I just know every time I see geometry nodes in an update of Blender, I'm like pissed off. But anyways, let me just have a look to see what 5.2 provides. I'm on 5.1 now, I think. Let's have a look. Modeling in UVs. Ooh, modeling in UVs. Circle. Oh, okay. So loop tools, add-on stuff is becoming native. That's nice. I swear they've removed a lot of Blender plugins that got like bundled together with Blender by default. They've removed a lot of them, and then wait, what the fuck? What were my ears doing? What the hell? Yeah, they removed a lot of them, and then I think the people who made them were like a little bit pissed. So they were like, yeah, we're gonna release it, but we're not gonna update. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I did save now. Let's see. Add support for interpolating vertex custom data when merging vertices. I don't know what that means. That's too advanced. Improve support for combining characters. This is 3D text. I didn't know we had 3D text. Interesting. Okay. Mesh. Selection now works through backface called faces. Let's go? Question mark. UVs. Add delimit seam sharpen material to select linked operator. Okay, cool. Add select by winding. Add island support to select overlap. Okay. Cool. Actually, that was really fucking cool because sometimes I'll overlap things and then I'll change my mind, like UVs, and then it just like refuses to separate. Like I have to do some fucky wucky shit to get it to separate. My Blender dream version will be to fusion-based Blender with a Blender fork that can make amazing anime models and animations. That would be amazing. Oh, you mean the is it the goo Blender or something? Oh, no, is it a different one? There's a couple of forks out there, I think. Okay, what about physics? There are new experimental geometry nodes-based physics system for hair and cloth. Actually, that's quite cool. As long as I don't have to deal with the geometry nodes, I'm happy. But I swear Goo Engine, like the people behind that, released a... Oh yeah, Goo Engine, that's what it's called. They released a thing. They released a thing. Plugin that was really good for like physics and stuff. I haven't tried it yet. I told myself I was gonna buy it, but I haven't bought it yet. Oh, sculpt paint texture. Is this it? Sculpt. New seam project brush. I don't know. I don't think I need that. Okay, so some like VTuber stuff. Paint. Paint has two... I love Blender with all my heart. I really, really do. And I love the Blender Foundation. I think they're doing really good stuff. Obviously, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have access to Blender, right? Under Paint, there's two things. There's autosave support has been extended to texture paint. That one is actually really cool. Actually, that one's sick. Because if that means that it will autosave images, that's good. Because people have used updates to get around that before. And there's vertex paint and weight paint now draws the brush cursor in 3D space, aligning to the underlying surface when using the spherical brush fall off. That's a lot of words. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. But there's nothing about layers. There's nothing about improving the... drives me insane. At least there's more like 3D painting programs coming out now though, which is good. I'm happy about that. But I wish I could just use Blender for everything, you know what I mean? I wish I could just not have to jump between programs, because there's so many little things that can go wrong when you do, you know? But oh well, 5.3 maybe? 5.3? Okay, 5.3 maybe? But I'm happy for whoever gets update that they really care about. There's an animation and rigging one as well. Yeah, these are all things that I don't really use, so they're probably good, but apparently there's a new in-between tool. Interesting. Okay, yeah. I think the update generally is probably good, but I'm gonna probably swap to it as well. But there's nothing in there that makes me go, yippee! You know what I mean? Nothing like super exciting. But I'm happy. I'm always happy that they update, because that means maybe they'll update the things I want as well soon. Maybe. Maybe. I pray every day. Let me see what's going on. Okay, yeah, so the wings, they're just there for now. We'll just leave them alone, because I think otherwise I'm gonna go a little bit insane. Oh, I did forget to mirror one thing, which is this one. I don't know in what hierarchy this one needs to be in, but oh, it just works. All right, cool. Okay, so all the other stuff we'll just like turn off right now. Sources, because we don't need that visible. But yeah, very cool, very cool. Okay, is there anything else that we can make before we can start the shoes? I guess I don't think the shoes are gonna be too hard. I'm not saying we're gonna finish them, but like now, but I think they'll be fine. Full reference. I should do a incremental as well. All right. What do the shoes look like? They are very cute. That's what they are. They just seem to be like a heel with some stuff on it. So the heart I've already made, so I'm gonna be sleazy and I'm just gonna copy paste it because why not? It looks exactly the way that the other one does. So I might as well save time. The bow, I have a couple of bows I've made so far. Like I've made this bow. I might just take some of them, but if not, I'll just have to make it. And the shoe, I think the only thing I don't know, and I'm gonna have to check this with the client, is I don't know if the shoes are like a separate heel or if it's like a wedge. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's a separate heel, because I don't think I've seen many wedge shoes be in this style, but you never know. So I'm gonna have to check this with a client, I think. But other than that, the shoes look really cute. Now, because of reference, this is like very typical with Live 2D references. They're always like pointed down in a perspective. It's the same with like this, right? It's to like show more of what it looks like. But we're not going to do that because it just wouldn't look right like in 3D space. So this is why the feet are like flat here. We're going to of course like push them down so that they go like on top of the shoe, or like they form the like as if they were wearing shoes. but from the way it looks to say it's separate. You think so? Maybe. I think it is separate. I think it's a separate heel. Feet for free in this economy. I'm sorry, Mrs. Client. I'm sorry for showing your feet. But yeah, we're gonna have to model. I mean, we're gonna squish the feet in. They're not gonna look very pretty. Kind of like real life when you wear heels. The toes get all squished, and that's why you get like, not injuries, but like chafes and stuff on your feet. Not chafes. What am I talking about? Blisters. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna actually get a couple of shoe references for this, I think, because if I just start making a shoe, I might make it wrong. So heel, they're not platform heel, but I'm gonna say like chunky heel shoe. Hello, Blue Black Gaming, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Just getting some, I think it's like a pump heel, isn't it? It's like a pump heel shoe. Heard this kind of shoe was painful sometimes. I think most heel shoes can get painful at times, including my own. The one that I wear in my model. Usually having a bit of a platform helps, but that also increases the risk of if you roll your ankle, it's a bigger fall, bigger damage. It is painful to be beautiful, I tell you. It's awful. But yeah, for shoes that have like a very pointy bit in the front, if they're shaped a certain way, it might squish the toes, which isn't very comfortable. Kind of like ballerina shoes, but ballerina shoes are like extreme. Like they will deform your feet. Just having a look. So if I search pump heel chunky for the chunky heel. All right, I'm getting some more suggestions up here. Are you making clothes and accessories? I was just about to start making shoes. I was gonna say feet, but the feet are already there. Shoes is what I was gonna say. So I'm just looking at some references quickly of some similar shoes in that style, because shoes are a bit less simple than just what I usually expect. I think I have, yeah, it's a relatively simple shoe, so I think I'll be okay. It's just remembering what a real shoe looks like, because sometimes you can get a bit like caught up in what you remember a shoe looks like. She's wearing panties, okay? Not panties, she's wearing shorts. I think usually what I like to do is I just like to make a plane. I don't know why I find this to be like the most fun thing about starting a shoe, but I really like making a plane and then just like tracing the outline of the foot. It's like custom shoes made just for her. Crazy, isn't it? I love my wife's feet. I'm glad you do. Wait, I thought you guys were siblings. What the hell? Sister wife? Is that what it's called? No, that's something else. Both. Oh, okay. Fair enough. My sister wife. Oh, okay. Huh? I think you should know by now that Graham and the client Hayami are sister wives. You should just know this. This is just common knowledge. How did you not know? Damn, it costs a lot to look pretty. It really does. It really does. Or doing model changes? No, I'm mostly just doing the shoes at the moment. My bad? Question mark. It's fine, don't worry. I'll let you off this time. I think I'm having a bit of a problem seeing the foot. I think this is roughly the shape. It's okay. You are forgiven this time. No cube for me, thank God. What do you mean? Are you refusing to become a default cube? What the hell? I paid $40 for a Twitter bot to export and import all my blocked and mute accounts. It worked, by the way. I was determined to save my perfect algorithm. Well, your algorithm might still be different though. Like, there's so many variables, you know? But I'm glad you managed to get that sorted. I think I would just like if/when I make like a personal VTuber account, I'm probably just gonna like go through the process of manually blocking people that I don't want to see. Not that I block a lot of people, but there are some people that you just like you don't want to see anything on your feed, right? So I just go ahead and save myself the sanity by doing it. Built this algorithm brick by brick, honestly. True. I think I looked at the numbers. I had like 300 blocked people or something, which is a lot actually. But then I had like no, that's not right. That can't be right. I can look, but then I lose tracking. Oh yeah, you have like 3,000 blocked accounts, which that's a lot more than 200 actually does sound right if I remember. I checked it yesterday, I think. Hiccup. Yeah, I like this process, but you know what? I'm gonna subdivide it. I think now with like the blue checkmark and stuff, making people like get real world currency, like money, for getting engagement, I think it's more important than ever to just block shit you don't want to see, because people will literally just rage bait to get paid, which is crazy when you think about it. I don't get why. It's very silly, but it is also just what happens, unfortunately. Let's see. So the shoe is like, it like goes up a little bit, doesn't it? I don't know why this reference is showing like multiple views. I think it's because wait, why doesn't it show up actually? Oh, because it's in front. Never mind. It goes up like pretty far. So I see. Also, what I thought is just making a little program that exports your blocked and mute accounts, reading the page code, and then when importing it, use the data obtained and execute a macro to block the accounts. But it is true, it can be more tedious than just paying a bot. Yeah, I don't even know where to start with that in terms of executing that. I'm also like really worried that like anything script or bot related is just gonna get nuked by Elon Musk himself, which sucks if it were to happen. Like, I feel like out of spite, he'd be like, oh, you're a VTuber, I'm gonna ban you. That wouldn't shock me. I think I need to do a little bit. There we go. Oh, sorry. I'm sleepy. Okay. Let me just drag this up. I'm also gonna make it so I can see this subdivided. There we go. I'm gonna grab... Oh. There we go. I'm gonna have to clean up these shoes once I'm done, but... I verified my ID and paid for payment before doing this for an Elon Musk, thinking I am a bot. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't think I've verified on Twitter yet. Like in terms of like UK law and shit. Like if you want to, so in the UK now, if you want to view like potentially adult content, then you need to like verify and be like, hey, give me your government ID and whatever. And I really didn't want to do that. I think I only did that one place, and that was Discord, because I was like, I don't want to have to put a VPN on every time I want to like jump into a not safe for work channel. Do you know what I mean? So I unfortunately gave them my face. And then with anything else, I just refuse. Can't be fucked. I think Apple did it really well. And again, I'm not like an Apple stan 100%, but they just like saw that my account was above the age of 18, and they were like I'd had my account for like longer than 18 years pretty much, and they're like, yeah, you're an adult, go on, like just continue, you don't need to give us anything. Like the fact that I can't just be like, hey, I've paid for shit through this thing, that should be enough proof that I'm 18 or more than 18. I am no longer 18. I am very old. Do you know what I mean? It's very stupid. But yeah, Apple did it really well, unfortunately. Not wanting to give your ID is it's 1,000 billion% understandable. Like, I understand why people are upset about it. Personally though, since I'm a creator, every platform already has / had all of my personal information for payment / tax, so it didn't matter in my case. Yeah, I think it's more about like if shit gets leaked. Like Discord had that. It wasn't through, as far as I know, their official like verification, but they had like their third-party support team, which if the verification failed, you had to contact them and give them like your government information. Like that stuff got leaked, which is very unfortunate. But I've probably had my accounts in multiple data breaches. Like probably the entire universe knows like my information. And I've sold it and made money of it. Like I'm not too like that is just what it is, right? It's more about like if it gets leaked, and then it's like, oh, let me go on Google and type Zenidora face, you know? Zenidora real face. Which shockingly, whenever I look at VTubers and look for VTubers, that is like a search results that comes up for like big VTubers. It's like this person face, this person real identity, which is like, what? Bro, just leave them alone. Yeah, the issue is that all the big companies get hacked once a year. That is true. That is true. But yeah, I wish it was like if you've paid with stuff and your card says you're an adult and all that stuff, then I think that should be enough personally. Also, hello Dante, welcome in. I don't know if you've been around since the beginning or not, but a couple years ago, PlayStation got hacked and they didn't tell anyone, so people's information like credit card number and the 3-digit were just out there, still usable. That's fucked. Holy shit, that is fucked. I be lurking. That's fine. Thank you so much for the lurk. I think actually we're probably gonna... I'm not gonna make that into triangle, that's a crime. I'm probably gonna call it here because I'm really fucking hungry. And it's nearly like the usual time we finish anyway. So I'm sorry for finishing a bit early, but we need to have a look and see who we're gonna raid out anyway. So we'll take a bit of time. I searched Zenidora face, didn't know you were Zendaya. I've searched it. Okay, this is like very egotistical of me, but I've searched Zenidora before to see what results come up. And for some reason, Zendaya results and what's that big VTuber? Centrea? Is that her? Yeah. Will come up because I guess my name isn't unique enough. Which is really annoying. But oh, Zenyatta is the Overwatch character. I remember now. Oh, I found someone actually. Before we go, I found someone on Twitter today who were also called Zenny, and I was like, oh, I need to follow them. I need to collect all the Zennies. I think I know of like, so there's obviously Zen, like the original Centrea. Then there's me. Then there's Sensial, which is also Senny. And then there's a Zenny, which I found today. And then I found someone on Twitter called Zandora. And I was like, whoa, that's so close. I need to follow them too. When I type Zandora, you're the first thing that pops up. Hell yeah. Yes! If you're collecting all Zens, then you'll have to follow Zen Browser account too. Zen Browser? What's that? Is that browser? Oh, Zenitan was the person I found today, by the way. Like, their name is like Zeni with 2 N's. And then their account is Zenitan. And they looked really cute. Oh, Zen Browser. Do I need to start using this? There's also Zen UV, which is a Blender plugin that you can buy, which I don't have, but I kind of want to buy just for the name alone. And then there's someone so it's like a VR chat creator, and I'm in their Discord, and every time I type Zenny to get my emotes up, their emotes show up as well, because I think they've called their Zenny as well, which is fine. But they're also another Zenny. I'm trying to figure out what... Hang on, I can probably figure it out if I go to like my Discord and try and put in Zenny. So there's, yeah, so, oh no, I think there's no like, I need to find the Discord server I'm in. I don't know which one that is, but it's one of them. And it's really funny because every time I look at it, I'm like, huh? They also have white hair. I'm like, oh. And then I get confused. I'm like, wait, this isn't my emote. What are they called? They're like a VR chat creator as well. They make really good stuff. I'm gonna see if I can quickly find it to get their name, like proper name. I say proper name, but you know, like the long name. Where are they? Oh, I have so many folders on Discord. Where is it? Oh, found it. So it's Zenith Val. That's their name. They make a lot of good VR chat stuff. But it was just like, hang on a minute when I saw it for the first time. Oh, and then there's what was the last thing I remember? There's like, so this one is really awkward, but you guys know Slime VR, right? I think there was someone who was selling like fake Slime VRs that also went under the name Zenny. And that was really fucking confusing because like in their Discord, there will be warnings about buying from this Zenny person. And I'm just like, oh, hello, it's not me, I promise. I don't know how to make Slime VR shit. Please don't ban me. Obviously, I think they went with like a different name, or maybe the product was like Zenny VR or something. Yeah, it's called Zenny VR, and it's not me. And they have a really bad rap, apparently, bad rep. But I don't know. I've never tried the product, so they might be, you know, a godsend for all I know. I think they're like built on Slime VR things though, so yeah. Yeah, I think the brand is called Zenny, which is, yeah. But oh well, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us, and I wanna follow everyone who's called Zenny, because as long as you're not like a complete awful person, that is. But yeah. Right, we're gonna change scene. Hang on. Hello. We are gonna be rating out. It's a browser based on Chromium, pretty nice one, Firefox and DuckDuckGo, the goats. I'm really basic. I use Firefox. I used to use Chrome for ages, like for the longest time. And then I think it was Visu who was like, why are you using Chrome? Firefox is so much better. And I was like, oh, whatever, I'll try it out. And then I've just not changed since, because it's such a fucking pain to change browser once you like start using it. But this is maybe controversial, but when I'm at like my day job, I use Microsoft Edge. I know, crazy, right? I know. Well, it's actually not that crazy. I think Microsoft Edge is now built up on Chromium, I think. So like a lot of Chrome plugins will just work with Microsoft Edge. But yeah, I use that at work. It's not bad. You get like split screen and stuff. It's really good. It's really good actually. All right, let's see who's online. Let's see who we can say hello to and send you guys off to. The person we rated last stream, they were really nice. I like them a lot. Unfollow, unsubscribe. No! Don't do it! No! Who's gonna watch my VODs then? What the hell? I am online. Yes, that is true. We're ending the stream. Yeah, fun, right? How'd you not know? My god. Okay. I'm just having a look now to see who's online. I was lurking. And I appreciate you lurking a lot. I think we can go and say hello to... Wait, show more. Hang on. Oh my god, there's so many people online. I didn't realize because I didn't press show more. Oh. Hang on. Oh, speaking of... Actually, I don't know if this is a spider model. But we did speak about spiders earlier. Speaking of spiders, this looks to be like someone is modeling or sculpting in Blender, by the way, what I assume is either alien or spider because of the multiple arms. But it's like... It's a woman, okay? It's a woman. It's like a spider woman, like a VTuber. I don't know. But we're gonna go say hello to Den Ruby. They seem to be doing some really cool stuff. And they are very skilled at sculpting. I wish I could just steal all that knowledge and just become the sculpting master myself. But unfortunately, I cannot. That's not how that works. And I think they'd be very sad if I stole all their knowledge, so... Oh, before you go, does Unity version matter for all post-Blender stuff we do? Yes, it does. VHite uses one Unity version and Varuda uses another one. And I don't know if Vnyan uses a third or if they use a different one, but it does matter. So depending on the program you want to put this model in, double check which Unity version you need. Yes, I'm glad I could help. I love it when people ask me questions about stuff and I can answer them. Because it makes me feel like I'm helping. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for the stream. Hang on, I'm gonna get ready to raid. Alright. Before we go, as I said earlier, if you guys didn't hear or weren't here, no stream schedule for this week, but I will be streaming on Friday. That's the plan. Obviously, if anything comes up, I'll let you know. But the plan is streaming on Friday at 7 o'clock BST. So that's the same time as our stream today. And it's the same time as every other, or most of my other stream schedules, if you need a visual guide. There's a stream schedule in the Discord, which was for last week, and it's the exact same times. Other than that, I don't think I have anything other than that. I guess we'll work on shoes next time, and we'll work on maybe hair if we finish the shoes. It depends. I'm gonna try, like, I know that you guys love to hear me yap and talk. I'm gonna keep doing that, of course. I'm never gonna stop talking. Are you crazy? Like, I could never do that. But I'm gonna see if maybe I can make myself do a bit more Blender instead of just... I feel like my progress lately has been very slow. And I want to speed it up. So I'm probably gonna try and just be a little bit better at doing both things at the same time. And if I do make a personal, like, VTuber, like, it's me account on twitter.com, then I'll post about it in the Discord. So you guys can follow if you want to hear a bit more about my ramblings. Get more of me yapping in your daily life, I guess. I think that could be cool. But yeah, I'll have to think about it because I do struggle to, like, keep up with my current account. But I think it's also because I wanted to be 3D model specific most of the time, which means I restrict myself on how often I post. So yeah, it's a bro. Where's my skirt? Who stole my skirt? What the fuck? Hello? Oh wait, did I just not put it on since last time? Wow. Wow. This is like the revelation of like the person that you work with. They turn out to just be sitting in pajamas all day. Holy. You think you blended it? Probably. Probably. How could you possibly have more? Is this the secret after dark reveal? No, I'm not. I have nothing against lewd content. I greatly support people who do lewd content, but I probably will not do lewd content. The most I would do would be model lewd people and do lewd animations maybe, but not on me. Well, I don't know. Never say never, right? But not in the foreseeable future. So, but maybe I'll make like a personal account, like a VTuber account. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We yapped so much already. All right, I'm gonna ban you now. I'm gonna ban you. What else? I think that was it. I think that was it. Yes, show up on Friday if you want to, if you have time. I would appreciate it. Not for any specific reason. I'm just gonna do Blender, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool to see you guys there. All right. All right. Okay, we're gonna raid out now. You wouldn't ban me. You just yapped me. I just put you like in a room with just like a video screen and it's just me talking. It's like a compilation that is like a month long of me just talking all the time. Yeah, I'd probably do that, to be fair. All right, we're gonna raid out now to Den Ruby. They're doing some amazing sculpting. It looks really good, and I have a sweet spot for multi-arm sculpts and characters and models. So we're gonna go say hello, I think. Probably. I mean, never say never. You never know what the future holds, right? You never know. Oh yeah, the raid is going through. Perfect. Okay. Copy. All right, I've copied my message. I hope you guys have copied the message too. I hope you guys are ready to say that we're raiding and say hello to the person we're raiding. The band 24-hour stream but no video, just yapping. I uploaded that VOD on YouTube, I think. I think it's on YouTube. I think there's a 24-hour video. Oh, maybe I split it into 3 parts, actually. I think I split it into 3 parts. Just a still slug image. All right, that's it. I'm leaving. Have a good night, everyone, or day, or whatever time zone you're in. I hope you guys have a lovely night, and bye-bye. I'll see you guys on Friday. Or tomorrow. And if you see me, say hello in the Discord, because I need to let everyone know what day it is. That is my duty as the default cube. I need to let everyone know that it is Thursday tomorrow, and Friday the day after, and, you know, all that stuff. Right. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.